Hello, Knights fans, and welcome to the first edition of the Men's Soccer Report of the 2014 edition. I am in the office of Men's Soccer head coach Seth Roland. Seth, how was your summer? A summer that included the 2014 World Cup, which included also a FDU alum, Alejandro Bedoya.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun watching the World Cup, and we take great pride in the fact that Ale played in all 4 World Cup games. The U.S. team was successful getting out of the group of death and giving Belgium a great game before succumbing in overtime, and Ale started 3 of the 4 games, so he represented FDU soccer very proudly. And on another note, Nicholas Walker made his debut with FC Dallas against Aston Villa in exhibition. So there's a lot of great things going on with Fairleigh Dickinson soccer, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Congrats to both of them. Congrats to Nicholas, who was loaned to the Puerto Rican League. He scored his first professional goal in the U.S. Open Cup for FC Bayamon, I believe he's playing for.
It was in Azteca Stadium in Mexico City.
A great place to play and score your first goal. So congratulations, Nick. Seth, this is your 18th season at the helm of FDU, and this is quite the turnover from last year. You lost 12 letter winners. You're returning 13, 6 of which starters, and you are bringing in 15 newcomers. Is this the biggest turnover you've seen at FDU?
Yeah, I think so, probably. We have to integrate a big group, but they're a very good group of newcomers, mostly freshmen and a couple of transfers. And I really like the attitude. I really like the confidence of that group, and they're very hardworking and focused, and we have a very good core group returning, and the challenge is, of course, integrating the 2 groups together and getting them to play in a cohesive and coherent manner.
And speaking of that, how do you get all 15 to kind of integrate seamlessly? I mean, I'm sure it's not an easy task, but how do you get them to integrate into this team that's already been here and into your style of play?
Well, it takes time, and some of the guys adapt a little quicker than others. But you just keep trying to impress upon them the need to come in every day and work hard, try to get better, keep adapting, and hopefully we ultimately get to a good destination with all of them.
And this is the second week of the men's soccer season, first show. You've already played 2 games. You played a tough schedule so far against Virginia Commonwealth and William Mary this past weekend. Dropping the 2 games, but they're very tough opposition. I know you like to set up a tough out-of-conference schedule to help your team grow, but give me a little review of this past weekend, some things you liked, some things you didn't like, and obviously Nico Wright getting off the mark to start his season in his senior season.
Well, look, we played a team that was William Mary had a 19 RPI last year, and VCU had a 30 RPI. These were 2 NCAA tournament teams who return a lot of players. So we always like to challenge ourselves with a tough non-conference schedule. We like to play very good teams in nice venues, and we think it's great for our own players' development. We are hopeful that it will help harden us and prepare us for our NEC conference play. I think against VCU, they're an extremely dynamic and technical team. Had us on our heels, let's say, the first 30 minutes. Then the last 15 minutes of the first half, we kind of took control and played quite well. Earned a penalty kick, and were unlucky to miss it. And instead of going in at halftime 1-1, it was 1-0. And we came out and let up an early goal in the second half, and that kind of hurt us, and we ended up losing 3-0. Made some adjustments for Sunday's game against William and Mary. Halftime was 0-0. Second half was an even half, back and forth. We ended up losing 2-1. Nico got his first goal, which is great to see him break the ice. He's been playing so well for us and has really been providing great leadership for us. He's really matured as a player and, even more importantly, as a person into a man and a very good leader. And he's one of our captains, as is Buffy, who has provided nice leadership, and Chami, Chami Dansa Dansa, who we're hoping to get back on the field soon as he continues to recover from his ACL surgery.
Well, before we talk about this upcoming weekend, just tell me some of the things you expect out of your captains. I know you just talked about them as individuals, but what they bring together as a team and as leaders for a team that is undergoing such a transition with so many newcomers.
Well, stability. We hope that they provide stability and guide the newcomers and the team overall in a mature manner and in a competent and intelligent manner. And you also add fifth-year senior Manny Calixto, who really has shown some experience and some wisdom in how he's playing, and some although he's not a captain, he has provided some nice leadership as well. So you don't have to be a captain to provide good leadership. I'm pleased with the group of returning guys and the maturity they've shown, and I'm pleased with the newcomers. And it just takes time to put everything together, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later, but time will tell.
All right, excellent. This weekend you are playing Princeton for the second year in a row here at University Stadium. That will be the second game of a doubleheader on Friday night with the women's team, both home openers for both teams. So you're playing Princeton. Last year they came to University Stadium and you defeated them 3-0, and the year before that they defeated you 2-0. So give me a little preview of this tough interstate rivalry and of the Princeton Tigers.
Well, we have a lot of respect for Princeton. They play great soccer. They're very good players individually, and as a team, they're a very cohesive group. And they play good attacking soccer, and they're also very organized and disciplined defensively. So where you have a lot of respect for them, and every game is usually a great game to watch for the fans, and it's a very competitive game for both teams.
All right, and before we wrap up, this next win, potentially on Friday night, would be your 300th of your career. So kind of tell us about your career overall. That's not 300 at FDU, but overall, tell us how you've grown as a coach in the last 18 years at FDU, and maybe to the next 300 wins.
Well, the thing I would say I'm most proud of is the fact that my teams have always been extremely diverse group of young men with usually at least 18 or 20 different ethnicities represented on the team. And yet I defy you to find a team anywhere in the nation that's more close-knit on or off the field. When you add to that the fact that since 2000 we've advanced to the Elite Eight, only to lose after beating Boston College, Seton Hall, and Princeton, only to lose in triple overtime to North Carolina back when they played 4 overtimes, and then to advance to a Sweet 16 after beating St. Louis and St. John's, only to lose in overtime again to North Carolina.
Divisional champions.
Yes. And then, when you throw in 4 other NCAA tournaments, we're very proud of the fact that although we're a smaller program, mid-major or mid-major wannabe in some sense, we've always punched above our weight, and we're proud of that fact. And we don't feel constrained by the fact that we're a smaller program and may not have quite the resources that all the big ACC and Big Ten and Pac-12 schools have. We've still been able to advance to an Elite Eight, a Sweet 16, and out of over 200 Division I soccer programs, there are only 25 schools that have done that since 2000. So we're very proud of that. We're very proud of the fact that 11 of our last 12 teams have been awarded the NSCAA Team Academic Achievement Award, which means your team has gotten a grade point average of 3.0. So you add all those things together. We're very proud of the program, but now it's what can we do and what can we continue to do what can we do now in the present? What can we continue to do in the future to sustain the great tradition that's been built here at FDU?
All right, excellent, Coach, and good. Best of luck this season with doing that. And Knights fans, obviously, come out to University Stadium for the doubleheader on Friday night. Support your women's soccer team. Their kickoff against St. Peter's is at 5:30. The men take the field for a kickoff at 8 p.m. against Princeton. Best of luck on Friday, and thanks for doing the show this week, and hopefully a full season of weekly videos with me.
It's my pleasure, and thanks. Thank you.
All right, and we will have an interview with co-captain Nico Wright just after this break. Thank you for watching this Week 1 edition. Hope to see you on Friday night. Welcome back to the Men's Soccer Report. I am not with Nico Wright. I'm with fifth-year senior Manny Calixto. Manny, how you doing today?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, my pleasure. How was your summer?
Good so far. I mean, it's paying off now, but hopefully we'll get things rolling this Friday.
Absolutely. We'll talk about Princeton in a second, but Coach Seth Roland and I just talked about how this was the biggest turnover he's seen as a head coach at FDU. 15 newcomers, 13 starters. Letter winners returning, losing 12. But obviously this is the biggest turnover you've seen at FDU. So just kind of tell me about how it is trying to integrate them into the team, into the system that you've played here under Coach Roland for the last 5 years.
I mean, we got a good amount of freshmen coming in. They're really focused. They're really into the program. They want to see success. And us as players coming, the returning players, we like to see that because we always want competition in every area. And the freshman group that we got this year is really good. They're on their toes. They're making sure they put in the effort. Most of the guys are starting to come around. You know, they're starting to show their good side. They're starting to talk more. So, you know, as a senior, we have to be able to welcome them with open arms and then, you know, just go from there.
Yeah, that was my next question. You know, as a senior, you along with the co-captains Nico and Godfrey Boffey, what are your roles in trying to integrate 15 newcomers, whether they be freshmen or JUCO transfers, and just trying to lead this team after being here for 5 years?
Well, help them out, and most importantly, get them comfortable. You know, because some players I know they get shy in the beginning, or they have a fear of not making it to the team, but it's all about making them comfortable, being able to help them and just have fun with it, you know, because without fun, this team wouldn't be where we are today.
Excellent. This past weekend, you played at VCU, William Mary. Just kind of give me a brief recap of that weekend, you know, some things you saw from the last few years here at FDU, but trying to continue the way you've been playing over the last few years and starting this season, how the team's kind of looked, and then what you're trying to kind of improve on this weekend against Princeton on Friday.
I mean, the results were in there, but it was a good look because we got the experience. We got a whole bunch of freshmen on the field, and they finally starting to come around, you know, cut the corner, and they're starting to step up. The team overall, we have to continue building, keep on working, making sure that we're giving it 110% on the field. And this weekend, I know a lot of guys are putting their heads up because we know that we have faced good competition, and we're just looking forward to the season now.
All right, awesome. Thank you for joining me this week, and best of luck to you in your senior season, and on Friday night especially.
All right, thank you very much.
Absolutely, and once again, thank you for watching the Men's Soccer Report this week, and come and support your Knights. Friday night at University Stadium, doubleheader. Women's soccer takes on St. Peter's at 5:30, and the men take on Princeton at 8 o'clock. Hopefully see you there on Friday, and thank you again, Manny.
Yep, thank you.